Hello, beautiful and brave soul. So, I'm tapping into your energy, and look, you are a hard worker, and you aren't about to lose here. So, I have the warrior in reverse, and it's kind of telling me that you have a plan to succeed beyond like the songs that were coming in. All I do is win, 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 no matter what. That kind of energy. And I also am picking up on just the fact that you aren't about to be somebody's pity party, or what is it? You're not. So somebody outside of you, something outside of you is tempting you in a way to need to benefit off of them. So they could be using some sort of guilt or shame, dependency, like you need to be attached to me type of thing. And you're like, no, I work hard. I am worthy of what I have and what is mine and what my ancestors and my spirit tells me is valuable. You're assessing your value right now, and you're assessing what you're worth and exerting that to somebody or something outside of you. The world, it could be a specific person, it could be a boss, I don't know yet. But I know that to clear demons and negative energy, we're just going to hit this chime a few times so we can keep the vibration high, because we are in this together. I just need people to understand. As much as I'm sitting here alone, I just feel like it's so important to remember you are not alone. This is something that, yes, you're having to be a savage. You're having to do some big girl pants, big boy pants. You're pulling it up. You're doing it. And you may have to work really, really hard for something. You may be trying to save money. You may be going through your savings. You may be finding crafty ways to make money. You're just like trying all these different things. And I see you getting frustrated because you want it to be of value, and you want it to be something that comes from pure, like it needs to make sense. You don't want to just make money because money is something we generate. You want it to be of value. You truly see yourself as worthy of producing, okay? And you feel a little different. I did get neurodivergent as my pre-shuffle card here, and I have the Queen of Pentacles. So you are on this mission to have abundance, to have security, and to be able to share it. So you could be wanting to build some sort of legacy for yourself, some sort of way to honor your truth and how you want to imprint onto this world in a tangible way, in a practical way. There's ways that aren't working for you right now that you want to learn, and you have something to even share. There's something that you have knowledge about that you can share with others, but you don't want it to be. So the reason I have warrior, I don't have to explain it, but I'm kind of gonna, because I have a warrior and an artist, both in reverse. And the artist in reverse is about electing pity, like a starving artist energy. And you're like, no, I'm not trying to go out there and beg for any sort of support here. I'm actually trying to provide value. And I'm also battle tested here with this teacher and warrior energy and this neurodivergent, because neurodivergents don't walk around society easily. It is hard to be different and to fit in a world that's so rigid and so box thinking. You're trying to think outside of the box here. So I'm gonna pull some more cards and see what else wants to come through. There's that person. See? Anytime this comes up. Okay, you see, I think there's sometimes such a push for drama. Like, we're trying to focus on growth and expansion in our spiritual ascension here. And it's like, I keep getting this energy of, I'm just going to use these terms because it's easy to understand. The devil that wants to, lure you. Oh, my nose. I'm sorry. Okay. You know, the devil wants to lure you with shiny things. Anytime you are about to be sovereign, independent, or self-made, you know, something where you stand on your own 2 feet, proud and in your God body, there is this devil energy that comes in and says, you sure about that? You sure you don't need me? You sure you're not dependent on me? And it's gonna come through everybody you know and everything you're used to, your comfort zone. So you have a parent, a spouse, a partner, a friend, somebody that is weak outside of you that's using the frequency of what we call the devil against you. It's like a frequency weapon. That's a good way to think of it. With ghost hunters. So instead of allowing the devil to implant any thoughts, any roadblocks, it's trying to pull you back into a pattern. That's what it's doing. It wants you to stay in the loop, in the box. And your plan is, no, I'm getting out of this box. Oh, I love that. Kendrick Lamar just popped in my head. He said something like, I don't know. But it's like, no. Oh, he said, I'm going to get out of this box and then I'm going to hide the key. So he never will go back in the box. That's the energy we're in right now. You're like, no, I'm making a teacher. So it's funny. Look. Teacher. Oh, I'm covering it up. Teacher and teacher. If this world is a man's world, does it make sense the other world is a woman's world? So what did I mean by that? Well, this is to say, yes, everything on the external is very, can I say penis? I don't know. You know how men have that and it goes out. So everything out here is patriarchy. It's projecting male, I guess. But we really lost feminine touch. We really lost how to go within and the intuition and the flow of the feminine energy. And you're like, excuse me, hello? And you can be a man. You don't have to be a woman listening to this. A man tapping into his feminine is going to generate things that come to him as well, currency. So it feels very money or career or empowerment in general. I feel an empowerment, like you're just not having someone control your life. You're just not having it. Nope. You're not doing it. You're not doing it. Sugar. You're not falling for the sugar. Harriet Tubman was sugar. So you are, and she finds a little door and people get out. People escape secretly. Sugar. Escaping sugar. The sweet. You know, that's also, okay, I'm also getting like, I'm seeing the devil. He's driving the ice cream truck outside. And it's like the sound, you're used to the sound, you know, the whatever, persuasion, and you know the ice cream, you know the sugar, your body knows, all of that connects to endorphins of like excitement, like, oh my gosh, I want to go get that ice cream. And the devil knows all those things. So here you are, you're like, why do I keep going to get ice cream from that truck when I know the sugar is killing me? You've gotten out of this loop of falling for the ice cream truck. Wow, communism. So this is very economical. You are thinking ahead. You see the economy, you understand what's going on in communism. So it's funny. The enemy, communism, coming together. Everything in your life should revolve around you. CPTSD, traumatized. So you have this traumatized energy around, I'm seeing you as a kid, and I'm seeing you playing outside, enjoying your freedom, and in the zone of free child energy, not worrying about nothing. And then economy, politics, school, the public education system came out in the pre-shuffle. All the rigid rules and boundaries that put your brain in a box and said, no, you can't have, you can't do, you're not great enough. It just kept minimizing you to be smaller and smaller and smaller until you were so small that you said, please, can I have some ice cream? Lucifer. Lucifer came out. You hear me? And that's pride. So I have a variation of ways to describe this energy, the devil, Lucifer. There's different meanings, right? So this one specifically represents pride. And it's like this system has tried to pressure you to be proud of things that make no sense, which I'm going back to the patriarchy, which is, like I said, I know it's kind of weird, but it goes together with the penis. I don't know how to say it, because it's like, listen, the reason I'm pointing that out is because you aren't falling for the seduction of the ego. Your pride is not going to get in the way of the male gaze. Feminist theory that describes new women, or how women are portrayed in media. Straight male perspective that objectifies them for pleasure of the male viewer. Eye candy. Falling for the ice cream truck, sugar. This can go so many ways. Majority of my audience thus far has been women, so I'm going to frame it a little bit towards that. And I'm a woman, so I gotta be real. But males, like, you'll have to get in where you fit in. So I'm seeing something interesting here, because women have been traumatized into priding themselves on how they can be useful to men. And there is a bit of confusion in the patriarchy where we forgot what it would be like to worship a woman, or because first of all, women are givers. Women have the wombs, okay? Our wombs carry information. We carry the DNA of life on the planet. And I'm really sensing this need to understand, and at a societal level, where we are not objects to buy, sell, and trade, and to treat as some sort of physical toy. We're very, very smart. We're very, very intelligent. We're resourceful. We make things beautiful. We make a house a home. We raise children. We birth children. They feed off of our body. We take care of our men. And I know things are not quite balanced right now, and there's a lot of chaos, and I'm not saying every woman is just better than men, but there's still a need for balance in regards to how we treat and respect the womb carriers of this planet. So the trauma that we've endured, that we carry as women, we are empathetic, we are internal, we receive. So all the trauma that you put in us with your, because you guys go inside, you guys literally put the trauma inside of us, and we transmute it, or we carry it to lighten your load. And in a way here, I'm seeing a need for liberation. Whether you're a man watching this and understanding how you could be of service to the women in your life, or you're a woman and you're recognizing that you need to stand in your power and authority. And who is speaking through me today? Now I got PTSD. I got CPTSD and PTSD here. We are traumatized. I am traumatized to energy. I can't wait to get into this tarot. If this world is a man's world, does it make sense the other world is feminine, is a woman's world, which is it's like the subconscious, which has been experimented on, studied, researched, a lot of facts and data, and typing a whole bunch of research gibberish as to quantify the mystery of the woman, the mystery of the womb, the mystery of the internal, the subconscious. It's so entertaining. Rather than giving the womb carriers authority over themselves, which would make so much more sense, we have allowed men to rule that, which is freaking strange. It's just very strange. There's not a man out there that's about to tell me what I do with my body, ever. My ancestors, we jumped off the ship, okay? We didn't make it to the plantations. That's the energy. There's a need, some of them, because I know I'm mixed. I got a lot going on. But the ones that are here today are like, no, we didn't even make it to the shores. We jumped off the ship. We even threw our babies off. That's how warrior about it we were. Ooh. I just flung the hangman out of there. That was so interesting. Feeling trapped, unsure of what to do. Self-limiting, uncertain, lack of direction, needing release, letting go, sacrifice, waiting, perspective, a lesson to be learned, and a unique viewpoint. Right, because we're going to hang in this position until we get it right, until we identify and discover the truth, that we're not carrying this weight anymore for somebody's pride to be, ego to be stroked, pride to be, no, how about we honor each life for what it is? We stop trying to put things in cages, and we stop trying to own everything. I know. Such a far out there thing. Oh my gosh, she's freaking crazy. That's never going to happen. I've been told that so many times, but it's so simple. It's actually quite easy to change. It's not a challenge. We don't have to go get the ice cream anymore. We don't even have to have ice cream trucks. What is ice cream for? It's actually really bad for you. The sugar. I don't even know if we should be eating dairy. What's going on? Who thought of the ice cream truck? The devil? Clearly. Lucifer thought of the ice cream truck. And that's the illusion. That's the trap we're getting out of. And I know that's extreme. We're playing. We're having fun. This is an imagination experiment. Just have fun. We don't have to, I'm not citing my sources. I'm not, we're just playing. We're just having a good time. Just trying to have a good time. Even if it takes all night. Pass that bottle around the campfire. So look, I don't drink ever. But it's so funny. I remember one time this person would bring moonshine into my barbershop. Homemade. It was so good. It was hard. It was, but it's I could drink moonshine. It's the integrity behind things that we're trying to get to an understanding about. We need to complete this cycle. We need to allow it to end. We're so traumatized. All this PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder, and then the child version, coming clean, turning over, getting out of this deceptive way of being. So I see a lot of empowerment here. It's so powerful if you can identify how this connects to your life. Because I know I'm big and abstract today, but Aquarius, we're in the age of Aquarius. I am an Aquarius. I'm giving you big concepts so we can find out how do these connect to our lives. We're playing with a puzzle right now. We're just saying, okay, this connects here, that connects there. That makes sense. That doesn't. That, let's, you know, right. Because another thing is, I think it's important to find out, what do we glamorize? What's glamorous? What's of, I'll just go back to women. Do you find it valuable to be eye candy for men? Is that a valuable way to live your life? To be eye candy for men? Is it a value to be creative, or to be a mother? To be a mother to your children, right? Or to a wife to your husband? What labels are misconstrued here? I'm just seeing a miscommunication, because men are just attracted to women, period. And as long as we women come to an agreement and understanding of what we are, we don't have to paint our faces and come up with extreme ways of coping with womanhood if we were just in our feminine energy. So I'm seeing this very interesting imagery. I have a million visions I'm trying to put into words. I see a lot of people painting a picture of what they think feminine energy is, using perfumes and you know, it's a whole bunch of display, which is what the masculine has taught us. The masculine's about display. The masculine's about the peacock feathers. The masculine's about the dance, to entice us to want to even touch or entertain them, right? Women are pretty, we have it all. We have a womb. It is huge. Like you could literally come plant your seed and go away, and we are still going to just be fine. It's in nature though, because in the patriarchy it's a little different, especially with the economy that takes us from our children. That's effed up. There's the fact that we don't have woman communities, and we have men online bashing women. We have, which I just literally, where's Tupac? What's going on? Where did these young men get their information from to think it's cute to come online and bash women? I think that's crazy. That's so bizarre. Where's the men that check those men? I'm dumbfounded that there's men on the internet with followings of cults of men that bash women. We physically can't defend ourselves against you. We can only intellectually defend ourselves. So you want to make it an extra intimidation factor to go online and bash us? Wow. That speaks a lot to who you are. Now, that just had to come out, so let's keep going. Four of Cups. Apathy. Regret, refusing offers. I want some tea. Can I drink some tea? Hold on. Okay, so another pretty simple thing I'm thinking about is why we're so disinterested. Women are disinterested, men are disinterested. First of all, men love the chase. Men like to get up and get out and go get what it is they want. They desire. Their desires are out there. Women's desires are in here. We already have everything. We just need you to come and, we need you. We need men. Women need men. Men need women. It is what it is. But it's just like, women aren't supposed to be out there chasing things. That's really awkward. It just doesn't make sense. So sure, maybe we run to the store. We can run around. We're like bees. We're like butterflies. We can flutter. We can fly. We can go to the store, get the groceries. We can do the planning. We're really good at putting a meal together or doing the laundry. And I'm not saying that's all a woman's value is a homemaker. Because a woman is a creator. So is a man. I'm not trying to take away from men, I promise. I love you guys. I just want to make sure we have an understanding of where I'm coming from in this energy, because you're stepping into your power. So whether you're male or female, or you're here for your feminine or your masculine energy, I'm just tapping in, and the message is just flowing. So I'm just going to let it flow. Yes, I can't wait. I just see a future that we really understand community better. What is this? It's my hair. Let me get the rest of these cards out. Independence. See, independence is important for, like, let's say you have a husband or a wife. You have to be autonomous first. That's just kind of nature. We got to be able to stand on our own 2 feet. So when we come together, we produce more than we need. That's kind of important. It's just like nature. You always have to be able to survive first, and then be able to go back and help or aid the children, or however that looks, your wife, your partner, your spouse. Oh, and the devil. But it's in reverse. That's good. Interesting. So we're still holding on though. So there's this energy of holding on to that. It's funny because that's the ice cream truck, the devil with Lucifer, and holding on to, we know the ice cream truck is coming. It's comfortable. We know it. We don't have to think. But listen, Age of Aquarius is all about thinking. It's all about intelligence, wisdom, meditation, spirituality, the subconscious. We have changes to make. Uranus is also going to affect the Age of Aquarius energetically. We got to change, big changes, quick changes, instant changes. Unhappy home. Vibrationally, it makes sense we aren't coming together. Relationships are not, I have a tremendous amount of experience of having a relationship, and I find it fascinating that the world is in this conundrum of not understanding one another. It's obvious that we're trying to learn each other, relearn each other, not the way it was. We're not trying to go backwards. We're trying to rediscover one another. And I can't speak for men. So if I say things that aren't quite accurate, it's because I'm not a man. But I'm speaking from my experience with men, or my interpretation of the feminine side or the woman's side. Do you want to be right that badly? It's perfect. It's a perfect question in this modern dating world, because do you want to be right? Or do you want to be loved? Or do you want to be compromising? It's about compromise. We're trying to come out of this devil energy. We're trying to come out of excessive ambition. That is actually very real, especially, like I said, speaking from a woman's perspective. Wanting to be so excessively ambitious is strange, and it feels unnatural to me, to have to work very hard physically, or I don't know, to generate a lot of work for myself When I'm a womb carrier, I'm supposed to generate things for my children, or for my partner, or for my family, or for the world even. I'm supposed to be of service, I feel like. What is going on? I kind of am getting this. This is definitely a huge everyone, we in this together, Erica Badu. This is a us message. It's very fascinating how it's coming out. Root chakra to crown chakra. So we started in the crown, actually the third eye. So we started in the third eye. Okay, third eye then gets flipped upside down because we're not seeing clearly. We're getting into this, I'm better than you. And then we got men saying, it's just, ew, it's just so what? Ugh. We're deceiving each other by not falling into our natural roles. So however this is affecting your life, I'm not quite sure. And it's interesting because if you have children that are the same sex or opposite sex, I see this playing out in all dynamics. So struggling with independence is just a huge issue right now because we were so dependent on the unit and the patriarchy because we put the father as the head and the wife was the mother was like the caretaker of everyone. And then you look at all these mothers that just were, I don't know, just life hit moms, you know? And I'm not trying to say life didn't hit dads, but the old system was pretty much set up for the dad to thrive. And then we could go to certain races and different economic status. It's different for everyone, but in general, we need to tap into loving ourselves. This is I need to nurture myself. I need to build a self. I don't need to be so dependent externally because in case something happens, but also not just throwing the baby out with the bathwater, not just getting rid of community, not just throwing the kids out at 18 and saying, go figure it out, you suck, or, you know, there's a balance we're not understanding. And I'm also, it's going to be different for everyone. Sometimes parents aren't emotionally supportive enough. And the child has all the ambition in the world to go out there and make something of themselves. But the parent can't even say, I'm proud of you, or good job, or I love you, checking in on the kid. Like, what? Or sometimes it's the opposite. You know, the parent's extremely supportive, extremely verbally, I got you to the kid, but they have no money. They don't have resources. And it's just, we've got to really discover ourselves to be something for someone else. The devil in reverse. We also, so we were I know my generation, and for a long time, we were in this Capricorn energy of industrialize, I don't know. We were very focused on building this world that we're at this. It's interesting also, because it's like to defeat the devil has to be the last thing, the big boss we defeat at the end. So it's like we're defeating the boss, we're defeating the devil. We're making a decision on what matters, what's of value here. And it's you. You are the value. Everything in your life should revolve around you. You are the sun. You are the guiding light, because at the end of the day, we all have feet, unless you're disabled. We all have our own autonomy to care for first. And then when that is compromised, the entire unit is compromised. And that's just not how we survive. That's not how we made it this far. It's always about passing on the baton, my DNA to your DNA. I birthed you here because I believe in you to carry on the codes for the future. I believe in you. That's a parent's role. It doesn't mean I nurture you until you're 70. It doesn't mean, not nurture. it doesn't mean you feed off of me. So the child should have the independence before they just decide to feed off of the parent long term. But there's got to be that reciprocation, because the way we've done it, it's just really not provided toxic positivity. And I'm just seeing a grandma from the 50s era in today's time, just kind of with dementia and everything, Alzheimer's, everything that's going on with the women of today now, being put in homes. It's just, and men, I'm not trying to say it's just women, but like, we need to stop pretending that dementia and Alzheimer's and everything that has poisoned our elder community has been, like, we can't keep pretending, because the elders are supposed to take care of the youth. And if the youth don't have the elders, succubus. Now we're back to this demon energy. Succubus. I haven't seen these in a minute. Let's do this. Almost got it. Soulmates at the bottom. New times, huh? Succubus and the mage. A change in the wind. And number 12, which makes me just think of the hours on a clock, the cycle with the devil, like I said, coming at the end there. We have 12 as we start, 15, and then we're back to 12, because it comes back. We're going back to the ocean, back to the sea, discovering things. The pyramids came out in a recent reading, and then after I was like, I didn't know what they were talking about with the pyramids. It's kind of funny, because then I found out they recently released that we had these underground cities and stuff under the pyramids, which really connects to a lot of the other things I researched. And I'm like, I think we're coming back to a time where it's time. I mean, I'm getting boss battle, last level, end of the game. The clock is ticking, time to go. And she's leaving this misty bridge into the door. It's time to go. Oh, nope. But we're holding on. We got 2 4s here, 7. Right. We have this nasty feminine energy here too. I don't want to discredit, because I've spoken so highly of women here. We have this nasty feminine energy here, where it's like, she's like, I've invested so much into my appearance, into the male gaze, into men chasing me because I physically provide something for them, but underneath I'm empty. So this is part of our boss battle too. She's in the game. We're fighting her, trying to get autonomy, trying to get feminine energy as something to be respected is challenging when we have feminine energy like this, because she's blocking. And I'm not saying if you do all the things and you work really hard and you're loving, kind, nurturing, and feminine and whatever, I'm just saying there's definitely some that are not any of those things. They're just I think back in the day we'd call them bimbos, right? Like a bimbo. I don't really know, you got nothing going for you but your looks. That's all you are. That's all you monetize, or that's all you, that's a problem. It just doesn't, there's no longevity. Longevity is so important. We're in a time where dopamine rush quick is popular, which is just going to get you to run into your casket, because grandmas have old wrinkly skin, guys. Women get wrinkles. We get old. So at some point we have to be able to age gracefully and be respected and have something to take into our old years, our elder years, other than our physical appearance, or else we're just shriveled raisins. What? It's got to be more. It's got to be more. If you want long-term peace and happiness and joy in your life. Grandma energy. Time for a nap. Meditation, sleep, rest. Time for a nap. How do we build a legacy when we're so tired? We're so tired of being this this jungle gym of feminism here. This Miss I can do it all. I don't know, I just saw that one lady with the bandana on her head. I don't know what's going on today, guys. I'm just here. I'm present. Teacher, I made it. Check me in. Yes, I'm on time. I'm proud of myself. Not for you with a chessboard. A leg up. Not for you. Six and 34, 24, 45. Not for you. Making a decision on how you're going to play this game. Are you going to play for because chess is long strategy, long game, travel. But I'm actually getting something interesting. I gotta cover up. So travel. I'm getting this energy of someone traveling, taking pictures, just boasting about their life in a material way. Like, look what I have. But listen, we got to think about the planet. Are you thinking about the ecosystem? Are you thinking about the economy? Are you thinking about the plastic that you use? Are you thinking about the health that you put into your body? The feminine nature is always going to care about her womb health, her gut health, her spiritual health. A man is going to care about his spiritual a man tapping into his feminine. So basically, not a toxic masculine is going to care about his health and his spirituality and his internal system. In general, we got to really take care of the inside. We're not just projecting an image outward onto the planet here. Whoa. That's what it's been. It's so fake. It's so fake. We got to get past filters and fake. Groupie, oh my gosh, look at what they're doing. You see what I'm saying? This is so fake. What is the point of this? What are we doing? We are a highly intelligent race of beings, and we value, I just cannot fathom all the energy we put into I'm just seeing random celebrities that I don't care for, and you just look at their stuff and it's like 24 million views, and you're just like, how is this where society has gotten? This is what we care about. She didn't do anything. She just was maybe walking into a store or walking out of a building, or it's not like they were saving the pandas. It's not like they were, feeding children in what is it, Uganda. It's just like they were literally walking out of a building, and this is getting 24 million views because we are freaking lost. We've lost our minds. It's dumb. And we need to stop. We just gotta stop. This is just what the reading is today, guys. I'm sorry, but I'm not. Because this is... Why? See, crying over you, sad, hurt, upset. What is this? Why did this come in this reading? Because I was having a good time. Oh. Back to the ocean, back to the sea. We're mourning the loss of our innocence and our freedom. It's not about the selfie. It's not about taking pictures and capturing perfect moments. It's about when we look at the pictures, when we reflect back, it's the nostalgia we remember, and in our primal, pure, innocent state, before we cared about filters and TVs and photos, back when we just enjoyed playing in the sand rather than looking perfect and avoiding the sun so we don't age. And that's what it is, guys. That's what it is. It's a beautiful message. I do want an animal because I got to. So if you're here, you're a real one. Oh, the frog. Wow. I'm actually gonna read the frog because bear, we're coming out of the cave, guys. I'm telling you, women are about to start doing some cool stuff. Okay. It's why consumerism is driven based off of women's purchases, because men don't get that, I don't know how to say it right now. Men buy what they need to buy, and women buy what they feel in the moment. I don't know. So the frog, clearing, cleansing, and healing. The frog and the water element are almost inseparable. The frog spends its first months of life entirely within this healing element, and then emerges to rest on land. But no matter how earthly the frog becomes, its need for cleansing and rejuvenation is regular. Frogs tend to become overworked and undernourished, so it's vital that such sensitive creatures practice self-care. This card serves as a reminder that water helps us cleanse, forgive, and release. Time to dive in. Frogs aren't meant to carry a heavy load. See? I'm telling you. I said it. Yeah, I said it. Rihanna. That's what it is. So, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you stayed to the end, because if you did, you're a real one. And I hope to see you again next time. If you are interested in a personal reading, I do those. Everything's linked down below. I also wrote a book on my life, on my journey, from my shadow, from my darkness, from my victim mind, with a lot of poetry, and how I transformed myself and came to this place I am today. So if you're interested, that is also linked down below. Please leave a comment. Let me know how this resonated, and I will see you again next time. Thanks.